Oh, hey again, friends. This is round 2 of bonus episodes this week as we take a little break to make sure that we get the Banjo Man battle correct. Yes, that's coming back next week. We want you to listen to Jesters of Ravenloft. This is episode 2, so if you've started here and you haven't listened to episode 1, I suggest you go back and do that. But if not, make sure you go listen to and follow Jesters of Ravenloft anywhere you listen to podcasts. Big thanks to our friends at Jesters of Ravenloft because they dropped our show there last week, and we know that you're going to love and enjoy it just like you do all of our dear friends. So go listen to them. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you very, very soon.
Welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians try to escape the horrors of the mists. After fighting back their immediate assailants, the troupe learned that they were summoned to Ravenloft by Ezra, god of the mists, who mistook them for warriors. Ezra set them on a quest to find 3 items they'll need to defeat the Dark One. And when they arrived at a tower looking for a better vantage point, they were met by fellow earthling Werner Herzog. Now, will they be able to prepare for the return of the Black Knight who promised to kill them by tomorrow night? I doubt it.
The 4 of you are standing, with Adam, who is injured, inside the tower at the center of town, opposite Werner Herzog in red, velvety, medieval clothing. And he's just welcomed you inside and shut the door. Around you, this is a traditional living room setup. It feels like any one of those PBS storybook intros done by a very British person. There's a fireplace, there's a chair. You can see no windows, and there is a ladder at the far end leading up to a second floor. But the walls are very reinforced, and you know from the rubble outside, it would be very hard for someone to get in. This isn't like the beaten-up asymmetrical houses you've seen elsewhere. There is a giant, thick iron door that he is putting additional barricades on. You know, they do those wooden logs that slot into the wall. There's 3 of those, but they're all metal, pinning the door shut.
Wow, Mayor, you're really strong.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I lived.
You're Werner Herzog?
Yes, I am Werner Herzog. You are also from Earth. I guess 3 strippers and the manager?
3 sketch comedians.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sketch comedians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 4 sketch comedians. I mean, Del does a lot of really funny stuff from behind the scenes with tech and stuff like that. And
yeah,
she's involved in
she makes sure the dynamic sings too.
Yeah.
So she's the director of your troupe.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If you gotta put a label on it, yeah.
Well, then I respect one of the 4 of you. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
And he walks over to his fireplace and takes out a kettle and pours himself a cup of tea. And he's,
Did anyone else want tea?
Oh yeah, I'll have Jasmine.
There are no options. It's just tea here.
It's just hot water?
But like, what's the flavor? Is it like an orange pico or
Will it stain my teeth?
what time is it? Because I can't have tea after a certain time. I can't have caffeine after like 8.
Yeah,
None of you need tea. Just for me, thank you.
and he pours himself a tea and then sits down in a big plush chair next to the fireplace. He says,
There are stools. You can sit on them or other chairs, whatever you need, unless you want to stand. It is late. There are only 2 times here, daytime and nighttime. It is nighttime when the killing happens.
Okay.
Hey Werner, I half my life is gone. I feel. Could I sit in your chair? I need to rest up.
No, you'll be fine. If you go to sleep and wake up in the morning, you'll be back to regular you. It's one of the strange proclivities of this land.
What? What do you mean? So this, and I show my awful gash. This will just go away?
Oh yeah, that's nothing.
What?
See, the trick is, you can be so injured that you almost die, but if you don't die and you just go to sleep for about, 8 hours, then you're back to normal.
I feel like
sounds
sustaining
dangerous.
serious injuries, the last thing you do before dying is fall asleep.
Listen, I understand, but you are thinking with earth logic, and here is Raven logic. We are in Ravenloft. You just go to sleep and you wake up and you're normal. Or if you're dying and you go to sleep, you guessed wrong and you die.
Mr. Herzog, I have so many questions. 1, how did you get here? 2, what's Klaus Kinski really like? And 3, could you say get to the chopper?
1, I was sucked in through the mists like you. 2, an asshole. And 3, get to the chopper.
Oh, he said it.
Oh, the other one people like is show me the baby.
I was going to say, that's probably the last thing I've seen you in. How long have you been here? Did you rap on The Mandalorian and then get sent to Ravenloft?
Yeah. I only know you from The Mandalorian. And whenever anyone brings your name up, I smile and nod. But maybe you can give us a little background of who you are, Vern. Can I call you Vern?
No, you may call me Werner Herzog, the only one who can use my first name as a director, for we are peers.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Werner. And I'm gonna go stand in a corner, because all I'm thinking is, Werner Herzog. It reminds me of Ryan, because Ryan does a good impression of Werner Herzog. And then I think, I wish Ryan was here, because he would probably think of a really good plan of what to do in this situation. And then I try to call Ryan on my phone. I know I had no reception, but I'm like, if it's a magic place where I can just go to sleep and feel better, maybe I can call Ryan on the phone. I don't know. I'm going to try.
Yep. Sadly, no bars.
Fuck.
But it is interesting for you to note that your battery has not gone down.
Huh.
And it's been a while, and normally when there are no bars, phones keep searching and then run their batteries down really, really quickly. But yours is still full. No change in battery.
All right. Well, I guess I don't have to turn the phone off at least then. So if we randomly get bars, I'll get messages probably, but fine. Fine. Yeah. Okay. I'll take some tea, Werner.
Perfect. Werner will pour you a tea, and you get your own cup, and he reaches into a closet and gets out a comfortable chair for you so you can sit next to him, because you're also a director, and then he doesn't give a shit about the comedians.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you.
No problem. I have made many films, some about truth, most lies. They focus on death and pain. I'm a nihilist. I'm a storyteller. I'm a poet. I am as happy in the gutter as I am in a graveyard. I am never pleased in the company of the wealthy. And now I am here. I wrapped the Mandalorian and walked out into the mist, hoping to feel what it would be like to die before death. And then I was here, summoned alone among the fantastical creatures and monsters and people. Everyone here shows up afraid, like a newborn. And then, by the end of the first night, they are chipper, like an idiot. And they don't care that those die at night that die at night. But for me, the fear remains. But it feels right. In this world, the day is safe and the night is death. And there is no facade to any of it. It brings me great comfort. They made me mayor because I have no skills. I cannot join any of their warrior leagues. Instead, I keep my stories in my head, and I wait in case other earthlings would come.
Have you spoken to anyone else besides us, then?
Oh, yeah, I'm the mayor, so I have to talk to everyone all the time.
I mean, like Earth people. People who you have to give this spiel to.
Yeah, it's like J.J. Abrams here.
Us?
Yeah.
No, it's just you. There was me, and then an endless series of nights and days. But no, you are the first, and perhaps only. I wondered, do you know why you are here?
Yeah. Ezra, did you get to know Ezra through the crown, the laurel?
Who? I've heard of
God
Ezra.
Of the Mists.
The only way I've heard of Ezra, God of the Mists, is through Sister Quentin, the cleric, the leader of the clerics. She prays to Ezra. There is a church and a ruined temple outside of town where the Black Knight exists.
The Black Knight said he was going to come back and possibly hurt everybody in about a day. So I'm wondering if maybe we could stop that from happening and maybe even grab his Dark Knight helm.
Yeah, we've been tasked with claiming his helmet.
And other things. We got to go to a skinless village and get our tree hat and dip it in their bathtub, and then we got to go get the reality sword. Get the reality blade. Do you know where the skinless people are?
Oh, you're going out to see the monsters directly. Maybe the mists brought you so that you could just die and not end up mayor like me.
Ezra, god of the mists, made a mistake. He thought we were warriors. Apparently we met whatever his criteria was.
Yeah, we're just really talented.
Yeah.
But,
extremely talented.
So am I. Maybe I was part of this. Maybe I was a test from a previous generation. Or maybe I'm just doomed to this beautiful hell. But if you want to know about the other factions, we are in Happy Town. The happiest place in all of Ravenloft, where everyone is always happy, even if they've seen their families carried off by the spider folk or slaughtered by the Black Knight.
Wait, was it called that before you got here? Did you name it Happy Town?
That is not the kind of name I would choose.
Okay, it just seems really, that's what I thought.
I showed up and it was already Happy Town. They would all be like, oh, my family is dead. But that's okay. That was nighttime. Can I get you something to eat? It's a strange vibe.
Wow.
So is there like a happiness index, based on the economics or the GDP that causes happiness? Or is this just
the GDP of a town?
The GDP of a town. I don't know how it works, Tyler. I've never been in a mist world.
If I went around and asked everyone on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the happiest one could imagine, and 1 being my go-to state, they would all say they were 11.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's just the contrast between like nighttime dying, then daytime they're just like, woo, fuck yeah.
It seems like by their first sunrise in town, they are all woo on an ongoing basis.
Interesting.
All right.
Okay.
Look, hey, we came here because this was the tallest point in town that we could see. We wanted to get an idea of how this Black Knight does things, if he's going to come for us tomorrow night, and if we are to take his helmet.
He's coming for you personally. I thought he was just going to kill everyone. That's sort of his
He
MO.
pointed at us, and on the way here, his guys pointed at us, didn't attack us, but were like, we see you, kind of thing. So
so this is one of those bad times where the Black Knight comes 2 nights in a row. Oh, well, then you're fucked tomorrow night. You're completely fucked. Whatever you need to do it before then. Game over for you.
Thanks, Werner Herzog.
Well, what can you tell us about this Black Knight? Because we kind of saw him in action, and he has like magic swords that can kind of like Mjolnir their way back to him.
Swords, yeah.
Yes, he was a former champion of Ezra, fallen to darkness when his family was taken. He changed his armor, he raised monsters, and now he comes out of a ruined temple of Ezra. Usually 1 night in 3, though I guess you guys made it something special. And he comes into town to commit wanton homicides over and over again. No one has been able to slay him. No one has been able to stand against him in battle. It's best to hide, because he is death made manifest.
Yeah, well, death is going to find death itself, because I have this bow. So, pretty impressive. I got it from a bird. He flew away, and I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty strong. And this night, this dark knight who's not Batman, well, he's going to go the way of, I don't know, some loser who dies.
So, like a lot of his victims.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, thanks,
So,
Tyler.
like, whoever you took your pants from, it would appear.
Yeah. They're tiny pants, I know. I'm sorry.
Okay, so if you're going to hunt down the Black Knight, you probably need some equipment outside of vests and fedoras.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that might work. Yeah.
Yeah, all I have are robes. They won't help you. But what you could do is go out. Originally, this city was like a pizza with very thin slices. But with all of the deaths, the various skill sets and one might say classes have been spread throughout the town, but they all have one leader. So if you could convince them that you are from their group or you belong to their specific type of warrior, they could give you the equipment they would normally give to one who arrived and had their skills.
I'm sorry. I have ADD that I was caught on the town being a pizza.
We live,
Del,
we live in a thin crust pizza, guy.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay.
Life is a flat circle, like a
Yeah.
pizza.
The more deaths make it like a Chicago kind of like deep dish. Is that what I'm picturing here?
Sure.
So what,
I'm
is it
following
like
along.
is it like guilds or something? There's like different
Yes.
kinds of
Exactly.
Okay.
They've gone by this skill. So in town, there are, if you're looking for the people you could talk to, there's the rogue leaders, monks, wizards. There's the leader of the bards, the barbarians, the clerics, the druids, the fighters,
Oh my God.
and the rangers. And then there's me, the mayor. You can't have my job, fuck you.
Okay.
I remember some of those.
Barbarians.
You could kind of just talk to whoever you think is the most
Yeah.
interesting to you personally.
Who would be booked best against a dark knight who wields magic and has, just throngs of I guess enemies he can summon? A barbarian?
A barbarian
Probably
is
take
good
all
if
of
you
us.
if you like to get really angry. If you have a bow already and want to do bow things, then you could go to, I guess, Smokewing, the Aarakocra Ranger.
I met him, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
You
that
were in
was-
his
We
house
all did.
holding his bow.
We truly all did.
Oh.
Yep.
I assume all the bird people are called Smokewing, so I'm glad I met the right one.
Yeah, no, it's just the one that's it's a first name, Smokewing.
Okay.
So what if, since I'm half dead, what if I wanted something that would keep me as far away from the action as possible, but I could still, attack people?
Well, I mean, you could,
Sounds like Ranger again.
Is that right? Ooh, is there one where I can get armor? Is there a place where I can get custom armor?
well, you could try to convince perhaps the fighters they have the best armor of everyone.
Could I be a fighter and a wizard?
I don't
Could I be
know,
like?
man.
Could I get like? Could I get like? Wait, Werner, hold on. Could I get like cool armor, like custom armor? Like I could draw it, and then I could have like wizard powers come out of my armor.
I doubt it. There's a
Yeah.
blacksmith
Why
in
can't I have
town.
armor and be a wizard?
Yeah,
Well,
one
listen,
day, Adam.
These are two things.
Just got
Having armor is about, I guess, buying thing or convincing someone to give you armor.
'Kay.
Being a wizard takes training and understanding.
But okay, but if
You
I
have
get the
a day.
armor, then I'll train to be the wizard.
I don't think you can pull that off by the afternoon. So you might have to pick kind of an A-B.
Okay, what if I ordered the armor and then they delivered it to the wizard school so I learn, but then when I'm learned, I have the armor.
And Werner is just going to turn to you, Del, and say,
So he's an idiot, right?
I deal with this all the time. This is
So should we just get him armor and he can yell the word wizard while he hides?
Yeah, maybe if we just all pretend. I think that the improv people do that thing where they like act like they hold things or do things and then people like react to it. So maybe we can just, make him convinced that he's doing magic. I don't know. I just usually ignore it until he stops.
Okay, so it
I'm trying to
sounds
use
like
my charisma. It's plus
Are you
5.
saying that aloud or are you trying to pitch a dice roll?
I'm doing both.
Cool. Roll me a persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay. So I think my charisma's like plus 5.
It'll have a little number next to your persuasion stat. So I would.
Oh, that says plus 3, but my charisma's plus 5. All right, I'll do plus 3.
It shouldn't be. Your charisma saving throw might be, but that's not helping you here.
Oh, my saving throw is plus 5. Okay.
Yeah. You're trying to convince him he's not attacking you.
Okay. Yet. I rolled 6 plus 9 total.
6 plus 9 total. All right. And he looks at you and says, very charismatic, good for you. And then he pats you on the head twice and he turns back to Dell and is like, so I can summon the fighters to get his armor for you if you like.
Yeah, we might as well just do that, or else this is going to take the whole night.
Okay, so I mean, they're not going to be available till the morning, so you're going to have to probably sleep here anyways. But
Okay.
Smokewing for the bowman. I'll summon Turner-Run and her translator for the idiot. What about this one?
And he just points to Tyler.
What are your skills? What do you want to be when you grow up?
Yeah, Tyler, what do you want to do?
I am a grown-up. I'm a sketch comedian. I don't know.
You want to do a magic?
Yeah,
you
come on,
wanna
roll with
get
it,
an
man.
armor?
Again, these are just clothes. They can't give you the magic. It's just clothes. If you're a
magic
comedian
sounds
and you,
way too hard.
if you tell tales, we could make you a bard. We could talk to the bards if you want.
Bards, like, isn't that like music and stuff? I can't do.
I mean, usually,
music.
yeah.
What's that?
I mean, usually, yes. You're not
Yeah.
giving me a lot to work with, so I have to pitch something.
Yeah, this is sounding like my conversation with Ezra all over again, where he's like, "You're here. You're a champion. You suck."
Tyler, you're a bit of a rogue, I would say. What with your dashing looks, your 5 o'clock shadow, you should get whatever rogues do.
Yeah, and don't get custom armor.
That's just your thing. So
Yeah, you don't need that.
No, I wouldn't.
Only
wanna
one
get
of us should have custom armor, so one of us stands out. So when that person comes, people could be like,
He's the
impressed.
boss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to draw a picture.
I have to ask, Tyler, do you desire custom armor, though, somewhere in your heart? I don't want you just to give this up because you're a nice guy. This could be a role between you guys for who
I
gets custom
do not desire custom armor. I desire to wake up from this nightmare.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so we can get him rogue outfits and you, director.
Yep.
What are you feeling, Del?
Oh, God, I don't even know. I would like to just not be here also, but I guess probably
The
need some
sneakiest
kind
is
of
the
a-
rogue. If you want to be invisible, we can bring you their clothing.
I do
Great,
the most.
let's do that. Let's just do
Okay.
that. I'll stick with my black, stay in the background. They can be loud. It'll be fine.
Fabulous. So I'll summon those leaders of those groups to come in and help. We'll have those for you in the morning to have those conversations. You can all sleep on the second floor. There are beds for all of you. I'll wake you up when the sun comes up and things are not murdery anymore.
Oh, okay. I got to draw
Thanks,
a picture of
Werner.
my armor though first, so you could give it to them because it has to be like what I draw.
You can give it to them in the morning.
Oh, I thought they were. Oh, when are they coming? They're coming at night or
In the morning.
In the morning. At
the
night, they
morning.
are all fighting for their lives, trying to spare as many as can
Yeah,
be
remember
from the
the fighting
monsters.
outside?
Yeah, I remember that. It's going to take longer for the armor.
Yep. Good night.
And you've never seen an older man gently shove people up a ladder before, but you get the like getting brought to the guest room and kind of like the setup. So there are a selection of beds. Clearly, this is a place where people can fall back and hide out should things go wrong in the combat outside. Is there anything you all want to do before you settle down and draw a drawing while everyone else sleeps?
I want to talk to Ezra again if I can put on the laurel and see if I can communicate with him still.
For sure.
Are there bunk beds?
Roll me a d6.
5.
Yeah, there's one set of bunk beds.
Top bunk. Woo! Got it. Snagged it.
Coming under you, buddy.
Jesus Christ.
Give me a boost. Give me a boost. And I get up.
Okay, wait. Guy, can you roll me a dex? Or I guess what do I want it to be? I would accept athletics or I would accept sleight of hand.
Athletics or sleight of hand. So let me see. I rolled a 5.
Oh, nice.
I'm pretty squirmy, so it might be like athletics.
And my athletics are +5. So
Great.
10.
Get in there,
You
champ.
try to give him a boost while he's yelling, but Adam slips and deals himself another point of damage because he has a horrific wound on his chest.
Oh, we're all gonna fucking die. This is fuck us.
My good chest. I got 5 hit points. All right, I get up anyway, but it's not as fun. I don't have the fun boost I wanted.
All right, so you are up in bed now. A guy is on the lower bunk. Tyler and Dell. I guess Tyler is trying his crown. Adam's drawing a picture. Guy, do you just fall asleep? What are you doing?
No, I want to be part of what Tyler and Dell are doing, but I also want to be supportive of my friend who's injured. So I'm playing the middle ground and just like looking above at the top bunk, doing dog sounds to calm everybody.
Yeah, that's where those are the hungry dogs outside.
And I'm also checking in on Dell and Tyler, just giving positive support. Everything okay? Have you talked with Ezra yet?
I'm trying.
Okay, let me know if I can help.
Hello.
Hey, hi, Ezra. It's Tyler.
Hello,
I don't know
Tyler.
if you knew my name.
Nope.
I'm Tyler. When we did all the big group hug, that was Dell, Adam, and Guy.
Okay.
We've
you have
been
the helmet?
talking. No, it's still. It's the same night that we spoke to each other. I don't know if time is different for you, but
I don't know
no.
either. It depends. Different realms to different realms. What do you need?
We spoke to Werner Herzog, famed director, documentarian, and nihilist Werner Herzog. Did you bring him here?
Who?
Okay. I don't want to get into it, but he's a guy from back home that we all know.
Then yeah, that's probably me. Yeah. I mean, I had to test this spell and get somebody through, so I did like a lighter version of what I used to get the four of you.
Lighter
Is he a great
version.
warrior?
No, he's an old man.
Shit. I bet he's not afraid of death, though, is he?
No, he's not, actually, no. So,
Yeah. Your whole realm is weird.
yeah, I'm afraid of death. So something happened. But anyway.
I removed that part. I tried to get cleverer.
The Black Knight, he told us that the Black Knight was a former champion of yours?
Oh, yeah. That happens.
What famous person did you bring here when the Black Knight was your champion? Who is this guy? Like, how do we beat him?
Oh, I mean, I don't know him personally. I'm a god. So there's like a lot of people who end up praying to gods and making things happen. And it adds up and it adds up. And let me tell you, they think that Ezra is a different god in every domain you go to. And almost none of them get it right. Like they're all going to have their own temples. They're all going to have their own beliefs. And they're all kind of their own selection of wrong. I'm going to say organized religion seems to be a lot of people just trying to make their own decisions and then claiming there's a justification.
So who's the Black Knight?
The Black Knight is a fallen champion of mine, apparently, and you need to steal his helmet.
You don't know his name or anything?
No, he's pretty much the Black Knight, as far
Okay.
back as anybody can remember, and I don't write stuff down. I'm a god. Why bother?
Why bother? Okay. Look, you set this criteria and you brought us here.
Yep.
We've been told to go talk to people in the village tomorrow morning and kind of convince them that we belong to their groups of different warrior classes.
Okay.
What is it that you saw in us? Like, where should we go? Where should I go?
Well, that's more of a you question. I picked you out because a small number of people want to be you, and everyone else thinks being you would be terrifying and the worst thing that could ever happen to them.
Yeah.
And then I accidentally got comedians.
Yeah. Okay.
So, like, I don't really care what you wear. Just get the stuff you need.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I have.
Hey, you're
Bye.
welcome.
Good
You know,
night.
keep doing a good job.
Okay. Just take the crown off. Just like I've learned nothing. Just. Oh, Ezra
Tyler,
doesn't
was
know
that? Oh, sorry. What?
that was Ezra.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't know anything about the Black Knight. We got to get his helmet.
Did he say how to get the helmet?
No. I'm assuming we just take it off his head.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that'll be easy. What with his flying swords and horse.
Yeah.
Guys, you forget. I have a bow.
Right.
and after my custom armor comes in, we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone settles down for an uncomfortable rest. Del, you don't really have the same belief in the rest of the team, such as their custom armor or being saved by Guy's bow, and you don't have a magical person you can talk to through a crown. How are you doing in your bunk?
I'm assuming we can hear the screams of the dying through this window. I'm just, unless it's really good. Yeah.
You can hear a little bit of it, just enough to that if you're looking for it, it's there.
Great. Yeah, I think it's just settling down for the night, and then, man, totally not going to sleep here. Sounds weird, smells weird, bad, everything bad. I don't know if I can think of any way to defeat this man. I hate everything that's going on here. Usually I get my own hotel room when we travel to do these comedy shit. So now I'm having to listen to... I'm assuming that Adam and Guy talk way longer than we should be sleeping.
That's a pretty safe bet. I think we'd all agree.
It's just having a bad time.
Yeah.
All right, I will say, Tyler and Del, can you both roll me? I would accept either a wisdom save or a con save. And Adam, can you roll me a persuasion?
Persuasion.
I did a wisdom save, and I got a 21.
Oh my.
I did wisdom, and it's a dirty 20.
Ooh, okay. So I got 21 total.
All right. That was a test to see Adam's ability to convince Guy to stay up and talk with him, and he's very successful. Del, you tied it, so you will have had a good night's sleep because you've dealt with these idiots before and can tune them out. Tyler, you will have disadvantage on your first roll of the next day because them talking so loud left you in a panicked state.
Cool.
And you all go to sleep knowing that in the morning you have to convince people that you were warriors and then steal the Black Knight's helm. The next morning, you all wake up through a combination of well-rested in the case of Del, so excited that mild exhaustion doesn't matter for Adam or Guy, or completely freaked out, panicking, and kept up by friends drawing pictures for no reason, Tyler. You all find that has been delivered at the little trapdoor that leads downstairs a meager breakfast. Ooh. There's some bread, there's some cheese, there's a little bit of food, so you'll get to eat before you come down. You're still wearing the clothes from the night before. And you see Werner Herzog, the mayor, just saying,
Okay, so everyone is outside ready to meet you, the ones that you all wanted to meet. You're going to have to speak to them individually. So the rogues are speaking with Tyler and Del. Smoke Wing is going to speak with you, Guy. And Adam, you're going to speak with the Turner and Bright Eyes and her translator. Oh, Guy, you have your hand up.
Yeah, Werner, I'm really sorry. This is really embarrassing, but just because we're all going to be speaking with these people up close, I assume. I kind of, this sounds weird because we're in a fantasy land, but do you have any maybe like toothbrushes or anything? I just don't want to be up close and spewing morning breath on people. Is that something you guys have? Like,
no, but you can make whatever you want. I have some reeds if you need something, or whatever you can find.
Well,
reeds?
Maybe our breath heals like how our wounds heal.
Yeah, you were all amazed
second,
because...
Adam.
Yeah,
Is Adam better? You got to check him out.
We're going to test that. I'm going to look at his chest, but also I'm going to say, breathe right in my face. Take a big sniff. What does that smell like?
Before I decide the roll on this, Adam, are you a guy who brushes his teeth a lot? Are you not? Like, where is Adam's hygiene at normally?
I need to brush my teeth. Like, if I miss a toothbrushing for whatever reason, I just my day is off. I feel it on my teeth, man.
It's very bad, Tyler. The breath smells bad. It's bad. But when you look at his chest/tummy when he pulls his shirt up, no scar. He's back to 100%.
What?
Whoa!
Oh,
What
my
the
God.
fuck?
Look at this.
Oh, Adam, Jesus.
Look at my chest, Tyler.
Stop. Oh, my God. And I got to get away from it. Your chest is healed. Your mouth is worse somehow.
I'm going to eat some fruit to make my mouth better.
I will say you all have an apple each from the endless apples of the last house. So you now have apple breath, and you are good to go outside.
Better.
That's better.
Nature's toothbrush.
That's what my
So
dad
you
would say,
all
yeah.
turn to exit, and Werner says,
You have to convince them that you're actually the kind of warrior that they need. They won't waste equipment on anyone. Good luck.
and he shoves you out the door, and he follows. Tyler, you were at the tail end of the group.
Yeah.
And you were the last person to go through the door. only you feel a tug on your ankle. And when you look down, you see a tendril of mist rising out of the ground that is looped around your ankle. And it slides back and forms almost a smoke-like misty hand on the floor, and then pulls back and disappears. And the Watchers have left an item for you. You look down and you see a watch with a skull face that is ticking quietly on the floor. It's very shiny, and you have a very strong sense that it has been left for you.
Okay, if I have that sense that it is for me, I will pick it up. Otherwise, I would have run from that watch, that floor watch. I'll stoop down and pick it up. Can I get a closer look at this thing? What's going on with this watch?
It's ticking away, and it's ticking away, and you can see that there are 3 panes of blue glass that cover its 2 eyes and its nose. And there is a secondary dial with a small skeletal hand that is at the top. It is at the peak. Okay. Can you roll me an insight?
This will be with disadvantage.
We won't count that for this one because this is from the Watchers, so they get around your exhaustion.
Okay. Insight, you say?
Yes, please.
That is a total of 14.
Total of 14. You feel the magic of this watch overtake you, and it bonds with you in a jolt deep down in your core. And you are now aware of what this watch can do. Tyler, you have a death loop watch.
Oh my God.
So what this means is the watch can reverse time just long enough to keep you alive if you are dying.
Ooh.
Whoa.
So when you die, one of the panes will crack, and it will bring you back to life with 1 health. So the Watchers clearly want you to stay alive in this. For each pane of cracked glass, there's a 25% chance that the watch fails to reverse time when you die. So the first time, it succeeds, and then we have to roll, because once 1 pane is broken, it's a 75% chance, then a 50, then a 25 until all the panes are broken, at which point it becomes non-magical.
Okay. Jesus, thank you, Watchers. I may not know where this came from, but I am grateful for it. That is a fucking grim item, though. I'll put that on, and in my heart of hearts, I know this is the function of this watch.
Yes. Okay. The moment you interact with it, you can feel that. It's almost as if you had, in some sort of accelerated way, attuned with it so that it would attach to you and you would know its magical properties.
Okay. Well, alrighty then. I'll have that on my wrist, and we'll catch up to the group.
Outside, there are 5 figures that are waiting, and it is clear when you look at them who each person is going to talk to. Because Guy, you're seeing the Smokewing who you saw last night, so that one's pretty straightforward. Dell, as Tyler steps up and joins you, you can see 2 dwarves with bright red beards that have been darkened with soot to an almost smoky brown, but there are hints of red in it, and black robes. It's kind of like seeing Batman in daylight. Like they are perfectly dressed for night stealthing, and they are dirty, and they've just come from combat, but they are both standing side by side, and they are completely identical. You cannot tell the difference between these dwarves. And Adam, you would guess, looking at the 2 figures in resplendent combat armor, they're heavily armed with traditional weapons. The first is standing, looking down at you. She has silver hair that is swept back. Very much a Lord of the Rings style elf figure, very dignified. And then next to her, looking very much like Nick Offerman meets one of the characters from the docks in season 2 of The Wire. Just a burly big guy in armor standing next to her. And Werner says, okay, you got to go talk to who you need to. And he just shoves you all towards your general conversations. Guy, Smokewing says, right, how'd the bow do for you? These are all far enough apart that you're having your own conversations separately. This isn't an everybody joins everybody's.
Oh, it was great. It really helped me. I used some of the arrows. I actually I stuck him in the eyes of some of the guys. I was pretty good.
Wow,
so thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're a ranger?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm pretty good with ranged weapons, but I feel like I'm kind of like an everyman. You know, like I could be up close, I could punch, I could kick. But yeah, I mean, you give me something, coach, and I'm going to work with it.
Oh, well, we have a lot of casualties, right? So I can't just go giving suits to whoever's around. If you're not a ranger, you should go talk to whoever your specialty is. If you do a lot of punching, maybe you're a monk, right?
Wait, monks punch?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Well,
That's what they do, right?
Look, I got to be honest with you. I don't really know what I'm good at, but I think I'm pretty even overall. And
Okay, why don't you shoot your bow at that wall, right? Let's see how you do.
that wall that's so far away?
Nah, the one in the middle. It's kind of a little closer.
Oh, okay. The one that's like 20 feet away from us.
Let's say 40, but yeah, you know, I'm not good. I'm a
40
bird.
feet.
Whatever.
Yeah. Okay, but okay.
Can you roll me a persuasion?
Roll you a persuasion. I'm going to do it. Here goes.
Let's see if you can get Smokewing to let you have the closer wall.
So that's 17. And where's my persuasion? Do I use my... Oh, okay, so it's a 19.
Look at that.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, that one that's 20 feet away. Why make it hard? If you're good, you're good, right?
You birds. Yeah, okay. So here goes, I guess. I don't know, first time. And I load up my arrow and I shoot.
Great. Roll me that attack roll.
And 13 and plus 5, 18.
It thuds into the wall right at head height. It's perfect. Smoker's like, rah! Well, if you're good at other things, don't tell anybody. You're a ranger now, right?
I'm a ranger. Wow, this is fate. Thank you.
Smokewing takes you under his literal wing and walks you over and starts getting you suited up in a ranger outfit that is brought over by some of his other rangers. All of them very smoky, exhausted from the fight, but they're there to gear you up now that they know you're a ranger.
Wow, how do you even manipulate things with your little feather fingers? I don't get it. Okay.
I got hands. And you realize that there's a lot of person in this bird person, just enough to be able to do everything else.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Dell and Tyler, you are approaching the two dwarves. Look up at you and say, "Oh, so you think you're going to be thieves, you rogues? You're dressed different, which is weird." And the other one says, "Yeah, that's kind of weird. See, the one thing about us is we're nimble. We're quick," says the other one. "We're dwarves. Rogues." And then they both do a backflip. It's perfect. It's really weird how in sync these two are.
Whoa.
Wow.
Sick backflip.
Thank you very much. Now do what you do to prove that you're rogues. I'm sure you two have sorted out a routine.
I look over Tyler. And I pull out 2 of my rings from my magic kit. And I give one of the rings to Tyler. And I have one of the rings in my hand. And I'm ready, Tyler?
Yes, I am. Del.
Okay, just spin around, and then we're gonna clank, and I'm gonna sleight of hand to put the rings together, like while Tyler just holds it.
All right, I'm gonna spin around, and then I just hold the ring out in front of me.
And you both feel like the eyes of the universe are upon you.
Oh.
You feel that there is this great force. You can feel the mist rising up from the earth, and you can feel it fueling what you are doing. And you know that the Watchers are watching, and they are enhancing this for you. But it is a power that can work either in your favor or against your favor.
Oh, no.
This is something that I have added to this game because of our love of our experiences in Vampire the Masquerade, where there are messy successes and bestial failures. The Watchers have the ability to cause a die roll to become what I like to call a spooky success, meaning it will succeed way more than you ever could in a way that might be horrifying, or a freaky failure, meaning it goes so bad and so weird you don't know what's going to happen.
Okay.
The Watchers have gifted you this for this roll. It will be a D6. On a 4+, spooky success. On a 1 to 3, it's a freaky failure. Which one of you wants to roll the die for this check? I'm thinking it's probably Del, the magician, knowing that this is a magic trick.
That makes more sense to me because it is also her plan.
Okay, I have a D6. It's got raccoons on it. So, let's see.
Fun.
I rolled a 3. Fuck.
Raccoons are fickle.
All right.
Raccoons are fickle creatures.
It's true.
You slam the rings together, and due to the influence of the Watchers, they bash together so hard that both rings shatter and explode outwards. Can you both roll me dex saves?
Do you want disadvantage to apply on this one, sir? For myself?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Thank you. That'd be perfect.
All right. So between a 17 and a 6, we'll take the 6. A total of 9 for my dex save.
I rolled a 2, so that gives me a 5 for my dex save.
Great. And
fuck this up, Tyler.
Due to a series of terrible rolls, the two dwarf specialists both still managed to roll a 2 and a 4. So everybody's having a bad time. You all take 3 points of damage from the exploding rings. And you just hear both the dwarves go, fuck me, what are you doing, you dirty They're trying to kill us. They're trying to kill us. And they just bail. They throw smoke bombs down, and they're gone.
Oh, no.
When the smoke clears, I am on the ground.
also on the ground. I am picking pieces of metal out of my forearms. Like, oh, fuck. Oh,
out of my
so
knuckles, because I had my fingers wrapped around the ring and up my arm. Yeah.
I thought that would work. I don't know.
What
I panicked.
Magic kit do you... did these come from?
Adam bought it for me. Like, I don't know. It's...
Oh my God.
Maybe it was a trick magic kit that fucks up people who use it. I don't know. Now I'm scared of what those cards are.
It's just a box of knives. That's all it is.
So
shit.
You two are left having received no equipment and seemingly offended the entire rogue faction of town.
Jeez.
Meanwhile, Adam, you were about to start your conversation and then watch 2 rings explode and some dwarves run away. But you've got a drawing, and you've got who you are approaching, Turner and Bright Eyes, who's standing regally looking down at you.
And Bright Eyes?
Yep. That's her name.
Previously on Turner and Bright Eyes.
And you said there was 2 people.
Yes, next to her is the big guy named Olaf. Yeah.
Oh, Olaf. All right.
Yeah. Turner goes through a quick series of signs with her hands, and Olaf says, "Oh yeah, that's what she does, huh? So this is Turner and Bright Eyes. She leads the fighters. I translate because odds are you don't know the sign language. You're a fighter."
Yeah, and so in my mind, I've done a lot of job interviews, so I know how to impress. So that +5 charisma is just like flashing, like nonstop in my head. So I have my paper and I kind of do like a flourish, and I do like the deepest bow that I can do, and I go like, "Armor maiden and assistant, I am in awe of your armor. I wish to learn, and I wish to be a part of who you are. I made a really, really good drawing of what I need you to make, so I can be the best that I can be for you. Here's the drawing."
And you hold up the drawing, and Adam, you feel the mist come through the ground underneath you, and you feel it come up and infuse your drawing. And we have another spooky success or freaky failure, Adam. So can you roll me a D6?
I really want this armor. So, I'm sorry. So if it's 1 to 3, everything goes to shit?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm not even going to look at it first. 5. 5. That's good.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah,
that's good. That's good, Adam.
It's good for you. Fuck me, but it's good for you. You hold up the picture, and you just see Turneran's eyes go wide And she looks to Olaf and she signs frantically with her hands. And Olaf goes, wait, it can't be. It can't be. You're the one?
Oh, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. I say out loud to
Chosen
myself.
one? The grand fighter that we all needed to save Happy Town from all the monsters out there?
Oh, I'm just kind of like moaning. It's like,
Jesus. And these are your chosen companions. These are heroes. We're going to outfit you. We're going to get you everything you need so that you can get out there into the field. I'll get this built for you right away, sir.
And Olaf just takes your drawing and he dashes off to get the armor built.
Sweet.
And Turnaround starts signing, and other fighters come out. And they even grab Tyler and Dell, who are now both going to be outfitted as fighters because you are all the entourage of the one.
Oh, they
the
get
great
armor
warrior. Spooky success, man. When it's good, it's good. Don't ask me questions or you get less.
Oh, no. I'm just saying, is there a way I can like maybe say like, no, but like focus on mine.
You can say whatever you want. This is a world where
Okay.
just she's summoning other fighters in to grab your friends and do measurements and stuff.
Good. This pleases me. Though focus on mine because I drew my drawing.
And you just see Turnaround look to her left and sign to somebody who seems confused, and then sign even harder, just point in their face, and they leave. And somebody comes up to you, one of the fighters, a big guy, and he seems nervous. He's like, Chosen One, what is your name, and what is the name of your band of heroes?
Oh, well, my name is Adam McNamara, and our team is known as, and I do another bow, Wet Change.
And that was when the name Wet Change, carried from the past, was born into Ravenloft as heroes led by the Chosen One, Adam McNamara.
That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jesters' adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Toronto time. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So, catch up on the story, follow Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Dark Mysterious Halloween Night by Sound Gallery by Dimitri Taras. And our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too.
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time. Christopher Little, Sue One, George Dolby, Richard Cranium, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Logan, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, OMG It's Big Nick, D&D and Things, Schrodinger's Pepper, Guy Edwards, Flea Unit, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Nithrian, Garbo Ape, Locke, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia de los Hoodless, Diovasis, Loki Burrito, Squishy Werewolf, Remy, Funky Head, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.